Hello and thanks for joining me again for another episode of SpaceBourne 2. Picking up where we left off last time, we hacked into a factory and Momo hopped out and went inside to grab some blueprints and got himself into some trouble. We had to get him out, and now we've tracked the tracking device on Kold's backpack and we've got to go and find out what happened to him at this Wex camp in the Verex 111 system. So we're just going to hit set route here. We're pretty close. Just going to hit Control H at the Stargate and cruise on through here.
Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you.
And so we're going to planet. And this time it doesn't have a little red arrow, but it is that planet right there. And it does tell you the name of the planet in here. So we're going to cruise on over to there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Awaiting thruster input.
And once we get to the planet, always a good idea to chuck down a save. That one there will do. Sometimes things can get a bit buggy when you go into planet surfaces. Alright, so it's that purple one there, Wex camp. Lock onto that.
The surface align process is
Got our engines up for re-entry and dealing with planet atmospheres. Always a good idea to put your engine power up with your arrow keys. Change your power distribution down here. So just wait till we get through the atmosphere, gain control of our ship again. And we'll see a little village pop into view. There it is. So we're going to cruise down here. Not going to get too close. Not going to bother about landing properly. Just going to jump out with G. Just going to run over here. We've got to get a little bit close.
What the fuck is that place?
And now we're going to run.
Savages, pray that we find Kold in one piece.
Okay, pull out our sniper rifle. Take these guys out. Once we've taken out a few of them, the rest of them will fly off. There we go. Alrighty. So this guy dropped something. Let's see what he got. What did he get? Okay. Bit of junk. Okay. So now we've got to go and have a look around here. And this place reminds me of the Reavers in Firefly. Looks pretty grim. And this is sort of a cutscene.
No!
No. Please. Tell me I didn't see what I think I saw.
Fuck! Even though what happened is bad, losing comrades is not a new experience for us, nor will it be the last. We must be stronger than that and continue on our path.
I swear to you, kid, what was done to you will not go unpunished.
So we found Kold hanging in a
Wait
tree.
a second. The signal from Kold isn't coming from this point. It must be coming from his dad.
Alrighty, so I guess that's the end of Kold. There's his head sticking on a branch. We're going to run over here. There's a few prisoners over here, but we can't do anything with them. There are some other camps that sometimes you can free them. I'm not sure whether doing that adds them to your people or not. So we've got to find the entrance to this tent. There we go. And there's his backpack.
It seems like Kold's bag and its contents have not been touched.
This is very interesting. He managed to obtain the blueprints. This means something must have happened to him after that point. I love a good mystery.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Of course not. It's just good to see that Kold's death wasn't in vain.
By the way, I'm not sure if this is the right time, but now that we have both blueprints, we can start building the ship manufacturing factory.
Okay, so that's all there is to do here, and now we have 2 story missions. So this one here, I believe, is not yet added in the game. I've gone over to this system, I've had a look around, I can't find anything there, and there's no description up here, so I think that'll be added later on in another update. If any of you guys have found anything, please leave me a comment down below. But I think for now we need to wait for the next update, or one of the future updates before this rest of this mission comes along. But this one here, we now need to go build a factory. And no point tracking that because we choose the location of that. So let's just head back to our ship. And I think the logical place to build that would be in the same system as our headquarters. So we're just going to take off, cruise up to the sky. Break through the atmosphere. Okay. We'll open our map. Our headquarters is there. Got that bookmarked. So we're just going to cruise over to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting.
And we'll start building ourselves a factory, which is going to then start building our ship that we chose. What type of ship it was going to be, so we went for the high damage fighter class.
Please approach to the jump point to start. Jump
We'll cruise through here.
Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you. You reached the waypoint of your route. Please wait for your ship to be scanned. Exit permission from the system.
And a
has
couple
been
more
obtained.
jumps.
The next waypoint is being passed. And 3, 2, 1. You reached the waypoint of your route. Please wait for your ship to be scanned. Exit permission from the system has been obtained. The next waypoint is being passed. And 3, 2, 1. Destination reached.
Okay, so here we are back home. Got our headquarters over here. We've got a free planet here that we can build on, so we're going to hit B. And this time we've got more options because we now have blueprints, so we can build a mining station. It shouldn't let us build another capital because we can only have one, at least one per sector. We can build just a normal station, an outpost, a research station, but our quest is to build a factory. We can build these later on in other systems, but we can only build one at a time. So we're going to call this Oz Factory and build it. And I'll head over there, have a quick look. Won't be able to access it just yet.
Module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So there's our factory being built. Got a little while to go, so if we go up into our faction to structures and we scroll down here, you can see that it's being built. We still need 315 raw materials, we've got that covered. 405 tools, we've got that covered. And we've definitely got the tech covered. So that's going to take a little while to build. So what we'll do is, let me see, Freelancers Guild. Have a quick look over in the Bounty Hunters Guild. So the closest one is in Sector 8, or System 8. So type in 8 in the root setter there. And if you don't have this root setter, it is down here. Quickest and easiest way, aside from bookmarks, quickest and easiest way to set a route. So we're just going to go to the Stargate now. We'll cruise on over to the guild over there.
Calibration module activated.
Because
Calibration completed.
I've also been doing some of the, well, not in the last episode, but previous to the last episode, also finished off my last bounty to rank up for the legendary ship components. So I'll just show you guys that just while we're waiting for our station to build.
The jump point to start jump process. Please proceed through the gate.
If I can get through this. Yep. And you can see up the top here it shows you your route, so we've got one jump to go.
Exit permission from the system has been obtained. The next waypoint is being passed. N3, 2, 1. Destination reached.
And the Bounty Hunters Guild over there. We'll cruise on over to there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And as you can see, I now have all legendary gear on here. The only thing I haven't got is legendary missiles because I never use missiles, so the only missiles I've got are the ones that I've picked up as loot. So we're just gonna land down here, run inside. So I think in some future episodes we're almost finished with the main storyline as far as what the development is up to at the moment. So until there's another update, I think in some future episodes I'll show you some of the more advanced bounties. I think I only showed some basic ones. but some of them require scanning to finish them or to find them. But once you get to rank 3, we now have access to this terminal, which has all of these. So I've already picked out quite a few. Have a look at that one. And I'm trying now to look for some. So a lot of these are, a lot of the ones that I have are set up for pulse, and I've just switched over to using the burst weapons. So I'm just trying to keep an eye out for any that give a bonus to burst. I'm not sure if there are any, but anyway, that is the legendary terminal for the Bounty Hunters Guild. So let's have a quick look here, see how our building is going along. Still got a little bit to go, so we're just going to hop out here, and while we're waiting we might go and take another system. So if we hit you, go to our faction, now these guys all need to be sent out on mail missions. They're all level 32, so we're not going to send them on level 33 missions. Always keep these guys out on the mail missions, because they'll keep bringing in people, and more people means more money. Alright, so if we go to diplomacy and go down here, we find House Seragon. They have 10 systems left, no bases, no fleets. Average soldier level 23, so they're starting to rise up in their levels a bit, I think. We've still got a few systems that we can take, so let's start with the number 5 will do, I guess. So open up our map, put in 5, let's cruise on over to there. And our squad in.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for input.
And we'll keep taking out some systems. You could do anything else while you're waiting. Whenever you've got missions that you're waiting for something to happen, it's always a good idea to, if you haven't leveled up in your freelancer or your bounties or your mercenary guilds, then good idea to do those while you're waiting. Seeing I've leveled up, banked up in all of those, we're going to continue our conquest of the system. Yeah, we'll come across here.
You reached the waypoint of your route. Please wait for your ship to be scanned.
Now, something else that I haven't really covered at all
The next waypoint
is scanning.
N3, 2, 1. Destination.
So probably should have been scanning like pretty much early on, but scanning is a bit of a different thing. So if we open up T for our scanner and scroll out, now when you scroll out it sort of goes like that, and then you can't see down here. Right, so if you grab your right mouse button you can move this way, and if you hold down your left mouse button you can move it around like this, and you can see all around. So if we go into the map, you can see on all of these It's got L3 to 7. That's the level of the system. So this is a low level system. And if we zoom out, you can see these ones here, 29 to 39. So scanning in these systems is a bit harder. But back where we are is pretty low level system. So scanning is very, very basic in these systems. You need to make sure you've got yourself some probes. And we're going to send out the catcher.
Catcher launched.
And that's going to scan for us.
No signal found in the
And there's
system.
nothing there. So we'll just go straight into a raid. Now also I upgraded a couple of these guys' ships. So before we start this, just have a look here. So we've got stamps in a dreadnought. So to do that, just go to upgrade ship. Got to upgrade here first and then to the next one. We have Vunt is in a drone nest. Barris on a heavy fighter. Woolwood on a commander. And these guys are just basic fighters. I might put Glabich in a heavy fighter as well. Now it does have a material cost, but at the moment it doesn't use up that cost. As long as your pilot has the required pilot level. However, there are limitations. So we can have 2 large ships, 4 medium ships and 1 extra large ship. But at the moment we can't have an extra large ship because an extra large ship requires level 40 pilot. So this guy here, he can have a heavy fighter. But see, that there is the level. So we're not up to level 40. Getting there. And now we can see we've got our maximum medium ships and our maximum large ships. So we got 2 normal fighters. Wilson's in the fighter as well, but I swap him over to ground forces every now and then. So we've got these 2 in heavy fighters. This one's in a command. This one's in a heavy fighter. This one's in a drone carrier. And this one's in a dreadnought. So we are now going to toggle a raid and we'll shove these guys all in there. And we will send 3 of these guys each. So make sure there's 1 of the large ships at each one. And we'll just distribute them evenly amongst these 3 points. And this should be pretty easy. Okay, we could plunder it. I'm just going to capture it because the money that we make, we can buy any resources that we need really. Yeah, sometimes before doing a raid, it's probably a good idea to go to the other end of the Stargate before you actually start it, because they always show up on that end of it. But we're going to cruise on over here. Yeah. We want to make sure that we've got Moliacs in there. Alright. start taking out these guys. Moliak's already taken pot shots with the railgun. So this should be all over pretty quick. You can see the burst does do a lot of damage. As long as you don't overdo it. So do heat up a lot quicker. These guys are a little way out. We're going to stick close by here. Try not to shoot my own guys.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Shield recharging.
Okay. So just waiting for these lines to go green. Pick up a couple of pods. One there. Another one there. I think that's one I already picked up. No? Alright. Got some crates to pick up.
Attention all ships. This is a distress call from the Star System Command Center. We would like to inform you that our system has been lost to the enemy forces. The situation is dire and we urge all ships to immediately perform a hyper jump and evacuate the system. Repeat, all ships must perform a hyper jump and leave this system immediately.
Okay. So that is another system under our control. Up into systems here. And there's all the systems that we control. I'm going to jack the tax right up. I have not yet put anything into security. It costs you money and I haven't noticed any real bonus from it. Pretty capable of defending, at least against these guys so far. So maybe later on when we're dealing with higher level factions I might need to pop some into there. But that is now another one of our systems and one less of House Seragon. So let's have a look at how our factory's going. It's only 31%. So what I might do is I think I might go and take a few more systems. And I might do that off camera. And basically we'll pick that up in the next episode. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. This is a whole playthrough. Did start off right from the start in episode 1. So feel free to watch the whole series from the beginning and see how we got to where we are now. Got any questions? I'm not an expert on the game, but if I can help you out, more than happy to. Got any other suggestions? If you've seen something that maybe I missed, then all comments are welcome. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.